together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah. It's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I will be joined here by my brother Tim in just a few minutes. And today we have a full baseball card to go over. So we are continuing on through the dog days of summer. But first a quick little recap of yesterday, trade deadline day, and it actually was a pretty successful trade deadline day, betting wise as well. Finished 5-2 on the day, up 3.42 units overall. Started off nice, 4-0 start to the day, with the Orioles run line -1.5 coming through there. The Yankees money line, never in doubt. The Rays -1 comes through. The Cardinals +102 blowout winner there, as I think Scherzer only went 4 innings. So that was nice there. Lost the Astros run line and the Rockies. The Rockies were up 6-2, which was annoying, but then they lose the game outright. I think it was 10-7. And then the Padres were down 5-0 in the first inning and then shut the Dodgers down after that. They got 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the ninth, 1 in the 10th to win 6-5. Awesome comeback win from the San Diego Padres. Things you love to see. Overall, nice profitable day yesterday. I think we went 4-1 on the site as well, with the only loser being the Astros run line on the site. So can't complain about yesterday whatsoever. We got a full slate of baseball today to get into, and we will do that here. We'll head to the chat first, and then we will get into some baseball. Robert in the chat saying, give me the D-backs every single time they face a lefty pitcher. They have been hitting a lot better as of late. Yeah. Another day to win. Another day. Together with Earle Sports Bets. What's good? Stop Gio in the chat. Loving the Giants' first 5 team total over 1.5 even money look. There you go. There you go. Football tomorrow. Can't wait. I recorded both the videos for both football games tomorrow. Houston and Chicago for preseason NFL, and then we have Winnipeg, BC for a little CFL to kick off week 9. So love to see that. Rays run line, I will be on that. Have not bet it yet, but I will be on it. And Cash Cow today, let's get it. Let's get it here. We'll quickly click into there. So we got that going on. Did I fully update this? Because I think my number was a lot better. I did not fully update this because I did not import it into StreamYard. So let me get the baseball records that I updated today. So let's get that up there. So we have the correct numbers, because those are not the correct numbers. Those are yesterday's numbers. Now we need today's numbers for this, and bam, that's better. Yep, there we go. Well, let's get into the MLB card. We'll start off with the Tampa Bay Rays, -230 favorites with a total of 7.5 in this game. We have Tage Bradley taking on Roddery Munoz, the pitching matchup here. Let's get into the cash flow or the line history in this one here, as we have the Rays big favorites in this spot. Let's get up the line history, where this line opened up with the Rays as -215 favorites. It's -233 now. So we do have a move towards the Tampa Bay Rays. Line opened up at a 7.5 -105, and it stayed there. We do not have a line move. We don't have any movement on the total here. Taking a look at the cash flow in this game here, where we have 94% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the Rays. The line moving swiftly towards them. 98% of the tickets, 96% of the cash on the over in this game here. We have Rodri Munoz, which I need to get his numbers up here because we did not have a starting pitcher for the Marlins, which dealt a bunch of players yesterday. So that's something to keep an eye out for, is some of these teams, their numbers may be a little bit different now, and it may take a little bit of adjustment time when you're looking at previous 30 days, previous whatever, because we do have Rodri Munoz, though, 5.33 ERA, 1.42 whips, 5.68 strikeouts per nine, which is 14%, 4.62 walks per nine, a 238 BABIP, a 5.71 FIP, and a 5.90 CRA. He's not been very good at all. Talk about being very good. Taze Bradley is arguably the best pitcher in baseball the last 30 days. 0.28 ERA, 0.79 whip. Actually, I think there's one other one that we can talk about later in the card, which is, I think, bet on at the moment, even though he just had a no-hitter, just pitching like the best pitcher in baseball. Dylan Cease, we'll get into him later. 10.23 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%. 2.56 walks per nine, a 222 BABIP, a 1.72 FIP, and a 3.02 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards Tampa Bay. However, a lot of moves were made for the Miami Marlins where they no longer have those top-of-the-line relievers that made their bullpen as good as it has been the last 30 days. And the hitting edge does go towards Miami. However, they traded a lot of pieces. No Brian De La Cruz anymore. No Jazz Chisholm anymore. I'm trying to remember. They didn't trade Jake Berger. I'm trying to think if it was any others that they traded away. But their offense is not going to be the same. Their bullpen's not going to be the same. I'm going to be on the Rays run line here. Pretty plain and simple. We're continuing the Marlin fade. The only way I will be betting on the Marlins at any time this year is when they are minus 300. The minus 300 fade. So that is the only way I'm getting involved, favoring the Marlins. And I'm ready for a Marlins losing streak. I'm seeing over on Fanatics minus 110 for the Rays run line. I'm going to go ahead over towards Fanatics here, grab that minus 110 on the Rays run line to get the card started off here. Let's get to MLB. Minus 110 over on Fanatics. Minus 110 Rays run line to start off the card. There we go. Caesars has a 50% boost on that NFL game tomorrow. Might as well use it on the under. Yes, I am on the under 31.5. The more and more I look at it, the more and more I'm interested in the Houston Texans in that game a little bit. So slightly leaning towards the Texans. If I had to get involved into a side in that game, we might talk about that game tomorrow. 2.5 minus 2.5 on the Rays. Yeah, I wouldn't talk anybody off of that. Tim will be on in 10 minutes. Take your time, but hurry up. Because we have the Orioles taking on the Blue Jays. Minus 230 for the Orioles here in this game. Total of 9 in this game. Some 9.5s popping up. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Where this line opened up at minus 210, it's now minus 230 for these Baltimore Orioles. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 115. It's now a 9 at minus 120. So move towards the over here as well. 92% of the tickets, 90% of the cash is on the Orioles. The line moving towards the Orioles. Public home favorite. Line moved at least 10 cents. This is a cash cow play with the Baltimore Orioles. So I'll probably shop around and get the Orioles at a decent, try to find the best available number, which looks to be minus 115 over on Fanatics. So get my day started off with 2 big, juicy run lines. That is definitely the way I want to get started with my day. But one's a Marlin fade and another one's a cash cow. So pretty plain and simple there. Minus 115 for the run line for these Orioles. Let me track that real quick. And there we go. Let's get into the pitching matchup here where we have Grayson Rodriguez for these Baltimore Orioles. And it's going to be Paulo Espino for the Blue Jays. Let's see. Do I have any numbers on Espino? No, I do not. So it looks like he's getting called up for his first start of the year. I think the Orioles light him up. Grayson Rodriguez, 4.13 ERA, 1.20 WHIP, 10.48 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%. 2.54 walks per nine, a 3.10 BABIP, a 3.6 FIP, and a 3.22 Sierra. Bullpen edge goes towards Baltimore. Hitting edge goes towards Baltimore. Baltimore checks all the boxes here. The cash cow play is going to be run line Baltimore minus 115 for me in this spot. Look for them to take advantage of a Blue Jays team that traded away a few players. The Blue Jays actually did pretty well at the trade deadline as sellers. They got a really nice return for Kikuchi. They got, I think, decent returns for a couple other players. So I don't hate what the Blue Jays did during the trade deadline. And the Orioles picked up a couple nice players as well. They got a couple nice relievers and a couple starters during the deadline. So they did pretty well as well. I know this is going to I know, Tim, I don't know how you'll feel about this play. I'm on the Orioles run line. What do you think?
I already put it up. You're good.
There you go.
I've already started off the day with the same place that you got. And I did, I saw the one thing that Robert mentioned in the chat. I did put them together as well. So far to start the day, I'm on Tampa Bay run line and I'm on Baltimore run line. And I parlayed the two of them on the money line together. And depending on what else I get on today's card, I might be putting a little bit more money on each one of those just to because those are obviously two plays that I love to bet. As fading the Marlins every day and back in the Baltimore Orioles, who looked good yesterday. I will say, Nick, yesterday was a very good day for me. It was a good day for the site. Site went 4-1. I did some live betting. I add extra money on teams. And, I live bet the Rays yesterday at plus 135. I took the Mariners. How about the Yankees? They cashed yesterday. I woke up to the Padres cashing.
How about them Padres? That was exciting.
Yeah. So I had a lot of good stuff come my way yesterday. Unfortunately, Houston kind of shit in the apple pie. If Houston would have at least won, I would have hit a couple more parlays. But overall, good day. But starting off the same way you mentioned is with a bunch of big favorites today to start off the day.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah. It is what it is. Back to the chat, Nick, real quick, and I got a couple of things to do before we really jump into everything because I had to set up my computer and everything.
Yeah. Back on our boys. You can parlay Tampa Bay and Baltimore for plus 109. Don't hate that.
I got minus 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. There you go. Over 7.5 in the race game. I can see that because if we like the run line. The only thing is I worry about how much the Marlins are going to put up because Chase Bradley's been absolutely unhittable lately.
He's been good, yeah.
Yeah. Anyone tail Braves and A's? There you go. There you go. And then Rays team total over as well. We'll move on, though. We have the New York Yankees going for the sweep over those Philadelphia Phillies. Minus 130 for the Phils, total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history. This is a 12:35 game. This line's plummeted since I typed it up this morning because now it opened up at a 130. It was around 130 when I typed it up this morning, and now it's a 106. Something's happened. There's got to be Bryce Harper out of the lineup or something. Line opened up at a 9.5 at plus money, got down to a 9, it's back up to a 9.5, and it's minus 103. Moved towards the over, and they moved towards the New York Yankees, a pretty significant one. 33% of the tickets and 50% of the cash is on the New York Yankees. 95% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over in this game here. We have Nestor Cortez and Christopher Sanchez, your pitching matchup here. Cortez, 7.23 ERA, 1.77 WHIP the last 30 days, 8.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 3.04 walks per nine, a 3.78 BABIP, a 5.76 FIP, and a 4.38 Sierra. On the flip side, Christopher Sanchez, 4.11 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, 6.16 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%, 1.76 walks per nine, and 296 BABIP, a 3.21 FIP, and a 3.81 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Philadelphia Phillies. Hitting edge goes towards the Phillies, minus 140 WRC plus, which is 6 against lefties, compared to 110, which is 15th. I would love to know why this line has moved as much as it has. I would lean towards, the markets are telling me lean towards the Yankees to complete the sweep here, but my exit that I always point towards the Phillies here. I'm not trying to bet against the Yankees right now, though, because I've actually been on the Yankees the last few games, and it's been very successful. It's Yankees or nothing for me in this game to break out the brooms. And one thing I noticed last night, 5 straight series losses versus the Philadelphia Phillies. The last 4 were against winning teams. It's almost like somebody told you it's almost like they play tougher teams and they don't win every game like they were in the beginning of the season when they played cupcake. So kind of interesting there. Little Philly regression when they actually have to play real teams.
Yeah, I've noticed that. And Yankees for the sweep. And could this be some type of statement series for the what do you call it? A statement series for the Yankees? Going into Philadelphia, at least taking 2 out of 3. I just took them. Yankee money line plus 104. I know they kind of had a slow run at it for a while, and then they've kind of turned it on as of late. They've won 4 out of their last. They've won 4 in a row, going for the sweep, looking to end a 6-game road trip 5-1 against Boston and Philly, which Boston was playing really well coming out of the All-Star break, and or not. They weren't playing good, but they've been playing well all season. And Philadelphia is currently the best team in baseball, so it is interesting to see the Yankees actually going through and actually winning those games. I think they finish off the sweep today. I grabbed the Yankees at plus 104.
Yeah, it's crazy that the last series win for the Philadelphia Phillies was a sweep over the Dodgers.
That is kind of crazy. And just to give you an idea, right now the Philadelphia Phillies have a 607 win percentage. They are tied for the best team in baseball. The only other team with an over 600 winning percentage?
Cleveland.
So Cleveland's currently the best team in baseball with the Phillies. Just figured I'd throw that one out there. And Phillies, got to be careful. You're only up 8 games on the Mets and 7.5 on the Braves. That can get very interesting because they have a bunch of matchups against those opponents coming up this year. So that division could get very interesting. Not saying anything. I'm not saying I might have thrown $10 at the Mets at 18-1 to win the division, but that's not the point. We're taking the Yankees today.
There you go.
Phillies money line. They just need to pitch better, and there's pitch. No, I don't see that.
Christopher Sanchez is not their best pitcher.
No. Yankees, yes. Today seems like a faves day. Definitely could. It is also a getaway day for some teams, so keep that in mind.
Also the day right after the trade deadline.
By the way, you are going to see more favorites win games down the stretch. So you'll see a lot more run lines from me. Never mind the pitcher. It's Ranger Suarez, yeah. Don't ever think it. Phillies are resting some batters, I heard. That's fine. Fernando, the lineups are already out. I mean, they're for 12 o'clock games. They should be, yes. All right, Nick. I'm thinking New York parlay. Both New York teams.
That could be interesting there. Yeah, I'm staying off the Yankee game, but it's a strong lean towards the Yankees. Minnesota Twins, New York Mets. Now the Twins slight pick'em road favorites, total of 8 in this game. Luis Severino, Pablo Lopez, your pitching matchup here. I'm glad that I left a few of the plays that I left 3 plays off my card yesterday. Boston, Minnesota, and Washington. I'm glad I left them all off. This will click so I can get the line history here. That'll be cool. Please, sometime today. So I can get the line history for this spot. And that's loading. We'll head over to the cash flow. We have 61% of the tickets, 68% of the cash on the Mets in this game, 94% of tickets, 92% of the cash on the over in this spot, as this still will not load. Why not?
Because it hates you.
This is annoying. Yeah, it does hate me. I'm trying to click for the line history for this game. All right, we'll head to the pitchers when we wait for the line history to load. We have Pablo Lopez taking on Luis Severino. Lopez, a 3.60 ERA, a 1.07 whip, 10.2 strikeouts per nine, which is 28%, 1.80 walks per nine, a 3.03 BABIP, a 2.88 FIP, and a 3.03 SIERA. On the flip side, Luis Severino, 4.45 ERA, 1.35 whip, 6.82 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 3.26 walks per nine, a 2.92 BABIP, a 4.82 FIP, and a 4.73 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Minnesota Twins. Hitting edge goes towards the Minnesota Twins. 133 WRC plus, which is third, compared to 119, which is seventh. It's crazy that with the offense that the Minnesota Twins have, that they have struggled to score runs this series. They scored nothing yesterday. They scored 2 the day before. I'm going to get up bet stamp for the line history here, where it opened up with the Mets as minus 112 favorites, and now it's a plus 106. So the line has moved towards the Minnesota Twins here in this one. And we have this line opened up at an 8 at minus 105. It's now an 8 at minus 126. So we'll move towards the over here as well. So kind of interesting line movements in this game. It's another lean towards the Minnesota Twins. I'm just not pulling the trigger on it. It's a small lean at this moment. Maybe a small lean towards the over as well. With these two pitchers, Severino's pitched well, and Pablo Lopez I think could pitch well in this game. So lean towards the Twins in the over, but no play.
I'm already on the Mets to finish off the sweep. I like looking at those teams going for sweeps, and that's just kind of a spot that I've always liked kind of going after, and that's exactly where I'm going in this one. I'm taking the Mets. I got even money for it, and I feel confident with that. I'm not really worried about a little bit of line movement when it's basically a pick 'em. Now, if it moved from Mets minus 140 to even money or something, that might be a little bit of a different story. But going from minus 109, you said 109 to plus
dog to favorite.
I'm not overly concerned about a pick 'em price like that. I think the Mets finish off the sweep today. Give me the Mets money line.
Fair.
Over 8. I could see the over in this game. How come you guys don't post shows on Instagram anymore? We normally do the shorts videos on Instagram, right, Nick?
Yeah, we haven't the last couple of days because we didn't do any shorts yesterday because we had the later show. And it was a solo show yesterday or the 2 days ago for you. So yeah, we're going to do shorts again today.
Cool. Pass and the Mets on the run line. Not going to talk you off the Mets on the run line. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah. Atlanta Braves and Milwaukee Brewers on this one here. We have the Braves as minus 130 favorites. Total of 7 in this game. A little bit of a low total, but it makes sense. It's Chris Sale, your pitching matchup for the Atlanta Braves in this game. This line opened up with the Braves as minus 115 favorites, and now it is a minus 108. So we've actually had a move towards the Milwaukee Brewers in this game. Line opened up at a 7 minus 115. It's now a 7 at minus 120. So move towards the over here as well, suggesting that these pitchers could get hit a little bit. Granted, a 7 total does not suggest that big, but 67% of tickets, 87% of cash on the Braves. The line moving towards the Brewers, which is kind of interesting there. 98% of tickets, 98% of cash on the over as well. We have Freddie Peralta and Chris Sale. Chris Sale, 2.05 ERA, 0.88 whip, 12.33 strikeouts per nine, which is 37%, 2.64 walks per nine, a 2.62 BABIP, a 2.23 FIP, and a 2.57 SIERA. On the flip side, Freddie Peralta, 3.62 ERA, 1.32 whip, 9.88 strikeouts per nine, which is 25%, 3.95 walks per nine, a 2.71 BABIP, a 4.75 FIP, and a 4.08 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Braves, a massive hitting edge towards the Brewers. So the Brewers are hitting lefties really well. 147 WRC plus, which is 4th, compared to 87, which is 27th. And it depends on how long you think Chris Sale goes into this game. I'm kind of thinking Brewers early in this spot, Brewers first 5, because I can see this as a game where the Brewers get to Sale a little bit, but the Braves bullpen comes in and pitches well. And I'm seeing even money for the Brewers first 5 money line. I'm kind of leaning that direction at the moment. In this spot, just a small lean at the moment, though.
This game just seems like it's obviously an under that it's going to go over type of game, Nick. Because Chris Sale, their ace. Peralta, their ace. 7, it's got to go under. No, I took the over. I took the over 7. I like looking at those kind of spots where it's just like this game looks like such an obvious under. You mentioned Milwaukee should be able to hit against Chris Sale. I think they could even tack a couple runs off the bullpen. So I'm not really worried about the Braves bullpen coming in and totally shutting them down. I do think you're going to get a little bit out from the Brewers on the Braves bullpen, and I do think the Braves hit a little bit against the Brewers today. I could easily see this one being like a 6-4 type of game. So give me the over. I took the over 7. I think it's way too low, and it's one of those obvious unders that's going to go over.
Yeah, I'm looking a little bit deeper into this game real quick because I'm kind of interested in maybe a team total over for the Milwaukee Brewers in this spot because it's going to be a 3.5 at a reasonable number.
Okay, Mo, haven't had time to check the lineups. Yeah, the lineups are out normally pretty early. So there you go. Braves money line. How about a 2-piece combo? Mets and the over. I could definitely see that for sure. Over Braves run line. I mean, as long as there's runs, I really don't care who scores them, to be honest. All right, Nick, this game did not work out quite the way I wanted it to yesterday for me, but I still think I can get back on this one.
Yeah, I'm still looking at that Brewers spot. Maybe a Brewers first 5 and team total over. I think that could be worth a look in that game there. I would like to see what that first 5 line movement is, but I did not mean to click that game. I had to click there and then click back to that. Let's see. Nope, it's not loaded yet. All right. We have the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago White Sox. Let's take a look at the line history here. It opened up with the White Sox as wrong team. Opened up minus 190. It's now 187. So a slight move towards the White Sox, but there's approximately 0 chance I'm trusting them with my money. And the line opened up at a 9 at even money. It's now a 9 at minus 105. So a slight move towards the over here as well, suggesting that we could see runs in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this one. 97% of tickets, 96% of cash on the over. So that I guess that makes sense that the lines move 5 cents towards the over. 89% of tickets, 88% of cash on the Royals as well. The line moving slightly towards the White Sox. Once again, I'm not betting the White Sox until they win a baseball game. We have Brady Singer taking on the Torpedo, Drew Thorpe. Singer, 1.88 ERA, 1.19 whip, 8.16 strikeouts per 9, which is 23%, 3.14 walks per 9, a 293 BABIP, a 3.39 FIP, and a 4.02 SIERA. On the flip side, Drew Thorpe, he got blown up in his last start against the Mariners, but I think that was the second or third time he faced the Mariners. 4.68 ERA, 1 whip, 5.76 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 2.88 walks per 9, a 159 BABIP, but a 6.06 FIP, and a 5.01 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Royals. Hitting edge goes towards the Royals. 119 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 62, which is dead last in baseball. The White Sox. This is a pass for me. I'm not taking the White Sox. However, I'm not laying a run line with the Royals on the road, which really struggle on the road. That's just not something I have any particular interest in doing. So it's a pass for me in this game. I kind of think that Drew Thorpe pitches well in this game, a little bit. So maybe a lean towards an under, but pass. Hard pass.
I took Kansas City. I grabbed him back on the run line again. Minus 125. That's about the max juice I lay. I'm just going to continue to fade this White Sox team, and I wish we did it more. Although they're only 40, they're 48 and 62 on the spread. So they've lost 21 one-run games, which is interesting. But they haven't won a game since July 10th. And I don't think it comes through today. Let's see. When can we possibly see the next win? They go to Minnesota. No, I don't really see them beating Minnesota. And then to Oakland. Maybe they can win a game in Oakland. I don't think – I think the Royals blow them out today. I took the Royals on the run line.
Fair.
With over bases, sure. And Royals as money line is a parlay piece. Why not? Not a bad option.
Yeah. I made two moves. I doubled up on that Brewers game. I was shopping around. Brewers team total, both these on ESPN bet. Brewers team total over 3.5 plus 105. And Brewers first 5 money line, even money. So Brewers team total over 3.5, and Brewers first 5 money line. The first 5 money line, even money on ESPN bets.
Sounds good. Let's head to this one.
Yep, let's keep on moving on here. So I'm going to have to continue to use BetStamp. That's fine, though. St. Louis Cardinals and Texas Rangers. This was a fun one last night where we backed Lance Lynn to get the job done, and he did. Line opened up at a minus 105 for the Cardinals. It's a minus 102, so a slight move towards these Texas Rangers. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 115. It's now a 9 at minus 113, so a move towards the under here as well as a slight move towards the Rangers, expecting the Rangers, Andrew Heaney to pitch well, which Heaney's been pretty decent as of late. 33% of the tickets, 55% of the cash is on the Rangers, and the line moving towards them. 93% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the over in this one here. So let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. We have Michael McCreevy for the Cardinals taking on Andrew Heaney. If you can give me a little bit of a behind the scenes, or not behind the scenes, but a little bit of a whatever for McCreevy here for the Cardinals, that'd be cool. Heaney's pitched well as of late. 2.63 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, 9.88 strikeouts per 9, which is 26%. 2.63 walks per 9, a 2.74 BABIP, a 3 FIP, and a 3.72 SIERA. The bullpen edge is a toss-up for this one here. And the hitting edge slightly goes towards the Cardinals. 99 WRC plus, which is 20th, compared to 95, which is 22nd. The markets like the Rangers in this spot, and kind of so do I. I backed the Cardinals last night, and they whooped their ass. And now we get an opportunity to back the Rangers the next day, after getting beat pretty bad. And I'm very interested in the Texas Rangers, just full game money line minus 108 over on FanDuel. The markets like it. I see a pitching edge here. I want because I do not. But here's the thing: I don't know anything about McCready, but Heaney's pitched well as of late. They kept him for a reason. I think he can pitch well here. What's your thoughts on the Rangers and the Cardinals, and what do we need to know about McCready?
McCready is going to be one of your big – he seems like a big prospect that's coming up. He was drafted in the first round in the 2021 draft, 18th overall, out of the University of California, Santa Barbara. So UCSB.
He's a gaucho.
He was a gaucho. So far this year in Memphis, 5-7 record, 4.45 ERA, 109 innings pitched. But where's his strikeout numbers? Because that's kind of what I like to look at. 96 strikeouts, so less than a strikeout an inning. So that's not ideal. But he seems like one of the top pitching prospects, or at least one of the bigger ones for this Cardinals team. So I do expect him to be halfway decent. But I want to see how he pitches first before I go and try to back him. So good luck to him in his first start, but I'm not gonna be interested in this game.
Sure. Rangers money line -108. Rangers money line -108 for me.
Lean San Fran. Mets team total over 3.5 is tempting. I'm down. Over. Like that look. Stop, Gio. There you go. Let's keep on rolling, Nick.
Yeah, I was just trying to take a look at with McCready where he is on the Cardinals prospect list, which they have him as the 15th overall prospect in that system. So there's that. Arizona Diamondbacks, Washington Nationals -170 for the Diamondbacks. Total 8.5 in this game. Let's see, is this loaded up again? No, it has not. So we have to go back to Betstamp for line history here, where we have the Diamondbacks pretty decent favorites in this game. It opened up with them as -175 favorites. It's now -172. And this line opened up at an 8.5 at -105. It's now an 8.5 at even money. So we have a 5-cent line movement towards the under, and we have a 3-cent line movement towards Washington. 89% of tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Diamondbacks, and the line's moving towards the Nationals. 98% of tickets, 99% of the cash on the over as well. We have Mackenzie Gore taking on Zach Gallen. I do not trust Mackenzie Gore. 8.27 ERA, 1.94 whip the last 30 days. 9.58 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 6.53 walks per 9. A 3.77 BABIP, a 4.45 FIP, and a 5.11 SIERA. On the flip side, Zach Gallen, 4.8 ERA, 1.47 whip, 7.8 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 4.5 walks per 9, a 3.03 BABIP, a 3.88 FIP, and a 4.58 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Natties in this one here. The hitting edge, though, goes towards the Diamondbacks, 118 WRC+, which is 10th, compared to 105, which is 14th. Not a game I had particularly much interest in. I leaned Nationals yesterday. I'm glad I stayed off of it. I lean Nationals again today. And maybe a small lean towards an under, but I just don't trust Mackenzie Gore to help me with an under. So no play for me here.
No, I'm going to stay away from this game too. Although it is home Zach Gallen, which if you're going to trust Zach Gallen, at home is where you're going to do it. I'm not going to go crazy with this game though. I don't feel a need that I need to go after this game. I think I have a decent amount on my card, at least for the that's actually a 340 game, but to the point where I'm not going to be betting every single game. So not really any interest in this one. Maybe a look towards Arizona, but not anything that I'm going to get involved in.
Yeah, Arizona probably wins, but that number is, I think, a little much for them here in this spot. Plus, you have a Nationals team coming in off of, what was it, a 14-3 loss yesterday?
Yeah, but the Nationals suck to begin with. So.
The Nationals are not a good team. Yeah.
Mets, Royals, parlay? Sure. D-backs, good luck. Yep. Should the MLB have a mercy rule? No. No, they should not. Let's keep rolling, Nick.
Yeah, we have the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox -115 for the Mariners, total of 9.5 in this game. Brian Bayo, George Kirby, your pitching matchup here. Taking a look at the line history, which we have to go back to this for. Because I love it when the one site I use for line history crashes. So it's always fun. This line opened up with the Red Sox as +110 dogs. They're now -104 in the pick'em range. Line opened up at a 9.5 at -115. It's now 9.5 -110. So a slight move towards the under and a move towards these Red Sox in this game here, with 46% of the tickets and 87% of the cash is on the Red Sox. 97% of the tickets, 97% of the cash on the over in this spot here. And it is George Kirby. I know everyone loves George Kirby versus Brian Bayo. Kirby, 2.01 ERA, 1.02 whip, 9.48 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%, 1.44 walks per 9, a 3.18 BABIP, a 1.61 FIP, and a 4.09 SIERA. On the flip side, Brian Bayo, he's been okay. 4.6 ERA, 1.36 WHIP, 9.82 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 2.15 walks per nine, a 350 BABIP, a 3.89 FIP, and a 3.33 SIERA. The bullpen edge does go towards the Mariners, but what the Red Sox have done, the right-handed pitching as of late, is disgusting. 152 WRC plus, which is by far number one in baseball, compared to 97 WRC plus, which is 21st for the Mariners. So the Mariners they're hitting below average versus righties, and the Red Sox are absolutely abusing them. This is Red Sox or nothing for sure for me. And I think I'm going to move on the Red Sox in this game. They're coming in off of a bad loss last night, a little bit of a blowout after they blew out the Mariners the first game. Who was on the mound yesterday? It was Luis Castillo. They got to Castillo a little bit. They put up some runs against him. I could see another over in this game potentially. For me, this is a play on the Red Sox for me.
All right, we're opposing each other. I'm on Seattle. I took the run line at plus 135 just to get a little bit more plus money. I like George Kirby. I like both these pitchers. Don't get me wrong. I like both these pitchers. But I really do like George Kirby. He's been great this year. A 3.03 ERA, 130 innings pitched, 129 strikeouts. So he's been a guy that's been consistent for this Seattle team. Even looking at his previous starts, no earned runs, 6 hits against the White Sox. Okay. 1 earned run, 3 earned runs, 2 earned runs, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So he's been very, very consistent for the Seattle Mariners team. And I expect him to do the same here today. I'm on Seattle. I took the run line at plus 135. I think George Kirby can slow down the Red Sox.
Sure. Boston Red Sox even money for me.
Sounds good. Yo. What's up, Mr. Kryptonite, Mr. Plus 4,000? Olympic basketball continues to be great. Tomorrow, women's basketball, Nigeria versus France. Nigeria at plus 1,400. Get it, dude. Happy Clayton Kershaw day. I'm actually going to be back in today. 9.5 in the Mariners game. Under.
I was leaning over. Mariners have been playing a little bit of an over baseball lately.
They have. Mariners have gone over in 5 straight games. I know that sounds crazy. I'm a sucker for pain, but I'm on the Nerfy in Seattle-Boston. I don't know. This is a series that I have not been on the entire series.
Yeah, we have the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. We have the Reds around minus 145 favorites in this game, total of 9 in this one. Let's get up the line history in this game, where we have the Reds opening up its 147 favorites. It's now a 145, so we have a 2-cent line movement towards these Cubbies. And this line opened up at a 9 at even money. Now we're looking at a 9.5 at minus 105. So we do have a move towards the over here in this one. Let's take a look at the cash flow. 75% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the over in this one. 79% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the Reds, with the line moving slightly towards the Cubbies, suggesting to me that Nick Lodolo is vulnerable in this game a little bit versus Kyle Hendricks. Hendricks, 5.21 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 4.74 strikeouts per nine, which is 39%, 2.84 walks per nine, a 288 BABIP, a 5.42 FIP, and a 5.38 SIERA. On the flip side, Lodolo, 5.06 ERA, 1.22 WHIP, 8.86 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%, 2.95 walks per nine, a 286 BABIP, a 4.56 FIP, and a 3.83 SIERA. Bullpen edge does go towards the Cubbies as of late. Hitting edge goes towards the Reds, 108 WRC plus, which is 12th, compared to 107, which is 16th. So 1 WRC plus difference here. The markets are kind of pointing towards the Cubs in the over. And I kind of agree with both. And I kind of want to move on Cubs money line and team total over type of move here, because the markets are screaming Lodolo gets hit here. And I kind of want to follow the markets in this spot. So I'm going to shop around, find the best numbers. I'm going to take the Cubbies money line and the team total over, which I'm seeing is going to be around 4.5 at plus money.
I'm going to do the same thing I did the first two games and kind of just stay away from this one. The Cubbies are going for the sweep today. So that is interesting. Sorry, the Reds are going for the sweep. Reds are going for the sweep after winning 7-1 and 6-3, kind of burying the Cubs. I'm surprised the Cubs didn't sell more at the deadline. That didn't make a lot of sense to me that they still have a bunch, like Cody Bellinger is still on the team. Yeah, they traded some players, but I'm surprised they didn't sell more. Now I know they were kind of planning for the future, but they probably could have gotten a little bit of value on some of those players. I'm not going to go after this game. It would be a lean towards the Reds finishing off the sweep, but I'm not going to lay a run line on them today. I just don't trust them that much.
Fair.
French women going to get smacked at 10:15 a.m. Central Time. Puerto Rico also about to play Serbia in men's. There you go. Reds run line. Good luck. 4 games left, Nick. It's the cash cow that killed us yesterday.
Yeah, just proves that not every single one's going to cash, and it happens. Rather annoying seeing that it was the Astros, because Astros wins are always good for me. But minus 200 favorites are the Astros. There's a total of 8 in this game. The Pirates looking to complete the sweep over the Astros in this series. Pirates playing themselves into conversation. Let's take a look at the line history. It opened up at a minus 200. It's now 205. So we do have a move towards these Astros. Line opened up at an 8.5 and even money is now an 8 and minus 115. So a move towards the under and a move towards the Astros in the series, or in this game, my bad, with 86% of the tickets and 91% of the cash on the Astros. That makes sense. 92% of the tickets, 94% cash on the over. Here, Framer Valdez, the pitcher for the Astros. Do you have a pitcher for the Pirates? Because I have it as unlisted at the moment. I think there was a pitcher. Huh?
Jake Woodford, who has not pitched this year.
Hurt. All right.
And he's a bullpen pitcher.
Valdez. Yeah. So it looks like a bullpen day. Okay. Valdez, 2.16 ERA, 1.24 whip, 10.8 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%, 3.24 walks per 9, and 356 BABIP, but 2.36 FIP and a 3.15 Sierra. The bullpen edge does go towards Pittsburgh. The hitting edge goes towards Pittsburgh as well. They're hitting lefties pretty well, 126 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 103, which is 16th. It's a no play for me. Not a game I'm getting involved with. Line moving towards Houston, so I guess a small lean towards them, but nothing crazy. But a pass.
Yeah, I'm not touching this game either. I'm not dealing with the bullpen game. I'm not touching the Astros again, in danger of getting swept. Just not a spot I needed to go after. So yeah, no, I'll make this one quick. I'm not betting this game.
Sure.
Today in women's, Serbia beat China as underdogs. Wow. Bang bang Strogang. Nope. Randy home run / bases cashed the other day with Seattle. Thanks, Tim. Who do you guys like for a dinger today? That's right. I did mention Randy Arozarena the other day. Who hits a dinger today?
I got one, and it's in the game. I just took 2 plays on. I took the Cubs money line plus 130, team total over 4.5 plus 105, both on Fanatics, and it's going to be Isaac Paredes. Isaac Paredes is my home run pick of the day.
Let's go Cal Raleigh for Seattle. There you go, Cal Raleigh today. All right, Nick, I know we're going to differ on this one.
Yeah. We have the San Diego Padres and the LA Dodgers. The Padres minus 125 favorites, total 7.5 in this game. This was a game I was kind of excited about because granted, I do fade the Dodgers every single game this year, but one of my favorite angles is fading them as an underdog because I think they're like 3-10 as an underdog this year. So when they're dogs for a reason. Line opened up at -125. It's a -129 now for the Padres, so we'll move towards them. Line opened up at a 7.5 at -115. It's now a 7 at -104. We have Dylan Cease and Clayton Kershaw, your pitching matchup here. Kershaw has pitched once since coming back from the IL. He pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 earned runs against the Giants. On the flip side, we have Dylan Cease, who's currently in the midst of arguably the most dominant pitching performances over 3 starts in MLB history. He's given up 2 hits over his last 3 starts. Yep, I said that correctly. 2 hits over his last 3 starts. I think this is more dominant than where I forgot who it was, pitched back-to-back no-hitters. This is a more dominant run that Dylan Cease is on right now. Obviously, yes, he's coming off a no-hitter. Cool. And I know we like to fade pitchers. I mean, if you see a reason to fade Dylan Cease, by all means. But right now, he is not a pitcher I'm jumping in front of right now to fade, because we could have said that 2 starts ago. We could have said that last start, and he's been shoving. He's been doing nothing but shoving. I'm on the Padres. Pretty plain simple. I get it. He just is coming off of the best game of his career. Cool. This Padres team is hot right now, and they are not a team I'm jumping in front of. Padres -130 for me. I think this line tells you everything you need to know. Dodgers as a dog too with Kershaw. Woo! Easy money.
I'm on the Dodgers, and you make the argument, oh, we could have faded him in the last couple. Did he throw a no-hitter the last couple of starts?
No, he's been absolutely shoving now.
Hey, he's been great. Okay, that's fine. Good for him. I'm on the Dodgers today. I did a free pick video on this one. We've been doing this the past couple of years where if a pitcher throws a no-hitter, we fade him his next start, and we back the team that got no hit the next game. Both of those have been really profitable because I know we've done it like a couple of times over the past couple of years, and they've been normally pretty solid. Dylan Cease coming off the no-hitter. I'm grabbing the Padres today. Grabbing the Dodgers today. That's it. I know you fade the Dodgers every single day. That's fantastic. Good job. Good. You're profitable. Whatever. I'm on the Dodgers today. Money line, run +115.
Also, don't look now. The Padres only trail the Dodgers by 5.5 games.
Okay.
Thought that was interesting.
I don't see the Padres passing the Dodgers.
I don't see them catching them either. I'm not saying they will, but all of a sudden that division's getting a little bit more interesting because the Diamondbacks are only 6 games behind the Dodgers too.
Okay.
And everybody told me that the Dodgers are going to win this division by 20 games.
I like the betting result of pitch when the first 3 betting ball when the first 3 pitches are balls hits 95% of the time. That does not seem realistic. Dodgers alternate, yes. 2-piece Padres in the under, no. Sell your Padres stock right now. Nick is not going to do that. All right, we get 2 1-800-GAMBLER games to end the night, Nick.
Yeah, sell your Padres stock right now. No, I'm riding with them. I bet it for a reason. I literally bet him, 3 days ago? I'm not selling anything 3 days after I buy it. Not happening. LA Angels, -130 favorites against the Colorado Rockies. This game was frustrating yesterday because I took the Rockies money line, and they were up 2-0, and they were up 6-2. Blew both leads, which I guess that's what I get for betting a bum fight. -130 total, 8.5 for the Angels. Looking at the line history here, it opened up at a 132. It's now a 138 for the Angels. Line opened up at an 8.5 and -110. It's now an 8.5, -127. So we'll move towards the over here as well as move towards the Angels, expecting them to hit well today. We have 90% of the tickets and 67% of the cash is on the Angels. Line's moving slightly towards them. 98% of the tickets, 98% of the cash was on the over as well, with the line moving towards the over here. Taking a look at the pitching matchup, Kyle Freeland for the Rockies. Do you have a pitcher for the Angels? Because I have undecided as well.
Davis Daniel.
Oh, Davis Daniels. Okay.
Who has pitched 3 times this year. 17 innings, 5.82 ERA, 11 earned runs, 14 strikeouts. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, I remember he had a really strong start, countering
8 innings, no earned runs, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts versus the Detroit Tigers.
Yep, that was countering Jack Flaherty, and I remember backing him in that game.
Wow.
In that game and cashing. It was Davis Daniels, right?
Davis Daniels, correct.
Yeah, I'm trying to type him in to have his numbers here. Has he pitched in the last 30 days? He's not. Doesn't look like or either that or I typed his name.
He is not. He is not.
Okay. Kyle Freeland, 4.18 ERA, 1.35 WHIP, 9.89 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 1.52 walks per nine, 364 BABIP, a 3.67 FIP, and a 3.35 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Rockies. Hitting edge goes towards the Rockies, 110 WRC plus, which is 11th. The Angels aren't hitting anything versus left-handed pitching right now. They're 29th in baseball, 55 WRC plus. It's Rockies or nothing for me. It's the only way I can look in this game, but am I trusting the Rockies again? No, it's a pass.
Cool. 1-800-GAMBLER, move on. I feel that way with the last 2 games of the night, so I guess my card will end a little bit earlier. I'm not going to go and trust Daniels, just not something I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to pass on this one. I'll probably be passing on the next game as well.
Fair.
If the first 3 pitchers are balls, 4th is usually a ball. Normally plus 205. There you go.
Yeah, but
South Sudan,
you're betting. Yeah.
South Sudan plus 29. They almost beat the United States last time. No,
that kind of tells me minus 29 with the United States because they got their scare last time.
Yeah, they might actually take them seriously. So, I don't know about not wanting to go for them. And then over 8.5. Sure. Final game of the night, Nick.
Yeah, we have the San Francisco Giants taking on the Oakland Athletics. The A's with the win last night, I believe, if I remember right. The line history for this one opening up minus 200 for these Giants. It's now minus 190. This line opened up at a let's take a look for the total. Opened up at 7.5 minus 120. It's now 7.5 at minus 115. So a move towards the under and a move towards these Oakland A's. 96% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on these on the over. 15% of the ticket or 85% of the tickets, 92% of the cash on the Giants. Line moving towards these Oakland Athletics. Ross Stripling versus Logan Webb. Stripling has been bad. 7.94 ERA, 1.41 WHIP. I think he's only pitched once though. So take that with a grain of salt. And that was that game that I had overs in, and it soared over, I think, in the 4th inning against the Angels, if I remember right. Ross Stripling. Just want to make sure that he only has the one start underneath his belt, where he went 5 2/3 innings pitched. Yeah, he last pitched in May. Then he pitched 5 2/3 against the Angels. Gave up 5 earned runs on 6 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts in that game. On the flip side, Logan Webb, and it's home Logan Webb, 6.65 ERA though, 1.78 WHIP, 7.04 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%. 3.52 walks per 90, 405 BABIP, but 3.90 FIP and a 4.44 SIERA. Bullpen edge goes towards the Oakland A's right now. The hitting edge goes towards the Oakland A's right now, 131 WRC plus, which is 5th compared to 103, which is 17th. Oakland looks like a little bit of a wagon here as of late, and I'm actually kind of interested in backing the Oakland A's here in this spot. You can get plus 180 on DraftKings. It is a strong lean towards the Oakland A's for me here.
I'm just going to stick with the card I got for today. I'm happy with my 1, 2, 3, 4, like 8 plays today. I'm happy with it. I don't feel like I need to go after this one. Yes, the Oakland Athletics have been looking better as of late. They're still the Oakland Athletics and not a team I want to get involved with. Just gonna stay completely away from this game, Nick.
I'm gonna bet them.
Go for it. Have fun.
And I want to take a look at one other line for them here when you're going over the chat and everything like that. Because I would like to not only take them money line, I would like to see what their team total is because they're smashing right now, hitting wise.
Okay. Let's go back to the chat and then we'll do recapping and stuff. And oh, I lost that. Can I do Giants run line? Men's Puerto Rico looking decent against Serbia. Now, get it, dude. Plus 1,300. Over 7.5. I really hope the Phillies win. I do not. Japan up early in soccer. I am not betting soccer, but good luck in your soccer bets. That is all the games for today. Before we head on out, we'll go ahead and recap and do all the good stuff. And pay some bills. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share. Do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. All of them are linked down below. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the YouTube channel, $5.99 a month, 16 cents a day. It's where you get all the plays that we put up on the picksandparleys.net website. I'll be typing up that now. There was none for that yesterday just because it was trade deadline day and it was a weird day. But there is going to be one up today. So that will be up in a couple minutes. So there we go. Recap. Tampa Bay run line, Orioles run line. I like the Yankees, the Mets, the over in the Milwaukee game. I like Kansas City on the run line. I like Seattle. And I like the Dodgers tonight. Nick?
Yeah. Decent card for me today now that I'm starting to type it out for today. Because I just added 2 more plays. I'll go over those at the end here. Tampa Bay run line. That game starts in about 35 minutes. Minus 110 on Fanatics. Baltimore minus 1.5, minus 115 Fanatics. Milwaukee first 5 money line even money. Milwaukee team total over 3.5 plus 105. Texas Rangers minus 108. FanDuel, by the way, both ESPN bet for the Milwaukee bets. Boston Red Sox even money BetMGM. Chicago Cubs money line plus 130 Fanatics. Team total over 4.5 plus 105 Fanatics. San Diego Padres minus 130 on FanDuel. And ending my card with the Oakland Athletics plus 180 on the money line. Team total over 2.5 at minus 145. A little juicy on there, but like I said, I was really looking for a 3.5 when I saw the 2.5 was not terrible there. And for me, team totals not terrible is minus 160 and above. Like that's like not terrible for team totals. When I saw that, I took the 2.5 at minus 145. So that's what I'm rocking with today.
There we go. I only think we have 3 plays up on the site for today. So that's interesting. But that's going to do it for this edition. Thanks. So of course, under 9, hit the like. Let's do it. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again tomorrow with another one. Peace out, guys.